If you know Jesus is real, hit that like button right now and watch this.
I'm out on bail, had just gone to jail for drug possession, and I walk into this break room, Cheryl, and I walk in and there's people pacing the floor, and I have this thought: if there is a God, these people have come face to face with him, because it was so personal, it was so intimate, it was so passionate, something I had never in my life experienced or encountered. And so Hilroy reads to me out of the book of Jeremiah, and he says, this is a matter of life or death. And immediately I had this thought of me dying in a car accident, and which wasn't something abnormal because I was driving home drunk every day, Monday through Monday, from the bars. But once again, how could he have known? And he says to me, would you like to accept Jesus into your heart? And he leads me through the sinner's prayer, and I'm like, Jesus, come into my heart. And at that moment, Cheryl, it was like I experienced a filling from the top of my head to the tips of my toes that I had never experienced in my entire life. The peace, the boulders I had been carrying around 20 plus years of my life were just suddenly lifted. And so when I got to court, my attorney is like, look, you're facing some time. I'm like, I can't go back. There's still that resistance in me. Even though I was like, oh, I surrender, I was still resisting. And he said, we're going to try to work out a plea deal. And then I go and sit down, and then I hear that still small voice again, and I hear, go talk to the DA. So I just unloaded. I told him, I'm not the person that was in that car September 2nd, but tonight I got arrested. I'm sorry for what I've done. The drugs were mine. And he says, we all make mistakes sometimes. Have a great day. And my attorney looks at me and he's like, you're done. And next thing I see is my attorney walking, and he holds up a yellow piece of paper that changes the course of my life. And the first thing that I saw was order of dismissal. And he's like, Christina, you're free to go. And I grabbed my purse, I ran outside of the courtroom and fell on my knees, and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. There's hundreds of people walking around, but that's what happens, Cheryl, when we have encounters with God, we become indignant. All of a sudden, it doesn't matter what we look like. It doesn't matter how loud we scream. It's just, you just don't care anymore. But the moment that I had in the courtroom was this of surrender. I was like, God, I know what you've called me to do, and I'll preach in jail and I'll tell people about you in jail. And I was like, just take care of my baby. That was the moment of true surrender. Because earlier I was like, no, I can't. And later I was like, okay, I surrender. I give it all to you. When I became a Christian, when I accepted Jesus into my heart, I realized that and it was like in one moment, I was like, I was made for you. I was made to bring you glory. I was made for you, by you. He's my breath. He's my life. He's my sustenance. He's my provider. He's the bread that I eat. He's everything to me. And I want everybody to know that what he's done for me, he will do for anybody. How he set me free, he will set anybody free. Any prodigal, any drug addict, everybody is deemed a lost case. What he's done for me, he will do for you and the ones that you love.